So we got some interesting leaks today. These are allegedly the 100% confirmed photos of the Galaxy Z Fold 5 and Z Flip 5. Now, whenever I see these type of leaks, I always take everything like this with grains of salt. Because most likely, they're not anything what they say they are. But you know what? We like to entertain things, right? So obviously, here's our first two images. We have a Flip 5 on the right-hand side, a Fold 5 on the left-hand side. And to be honest, they look identical. Identical to the Z Fold 4 and Flip 4. And I think that's, again, what we've seen based on leaks is pretty much what we can expect. Like, yes, we're going to see a different hinge. Yes, we're going to see a bigger outside display for the Z Flip series. But other than that, the phones are going to be very much a carbon copy of the previous gen. Other than they're going to be lighter, and that's pretty much that. So the next image we get here is the outside display of the Galaxy Z Flip 5. I'm sorry I can't speak right now. It's just I am blown away from these leaked images, as they would call them, that doesn't look in any way like a fake photoshopped image. I'll be honest with you, I would love to see this must screen in real estate on the Z Flip series. I would absolutely go crazy if this was the Z Flip 5 gave us. Because we see the Oppo series give us a little bit more of an outside display. The Vivo series give us more of an outside display. Motorola has been out there with outside displays. And the biggest L that the Samsung has taken is not giving us an outside display that's good. This would be a huge improvement for the Samsung series. I don't know, though, if this is how much outside display we would get. I just don't agree with it at all. I think this is a really awesome idea / concept, but something that I don't think Samsung's going to give us this much outside real estate. Now, if they did give us this much outside real estate, it would open up so much more for CoverOS to really take advantage of this. And to a point where, I mean, if we look at these devices, it's pretty much a cell phone on the outside, too. I mean, you can respond to texts, calls, Twitter, Instagram, watch YouTube videos. Like, this is going to open up so much more, optimization options for CoverOS that it would be amazing. I just don't think it's going to happen. Not like that. Now, for the hinge, this is honestly, this is two hinges I think are actually what it's going to look like in the end. So we know that the Galaxy Z Fold series and Flip series are adopting what they call the raindrop hinge. This is being brought over from the Oppo series, and it's going to be a complete 180 of what we see from the previous, or 360 from the previous generations of the Z Fold series, right? Where it's going to really just be almost no hinge at all. This is going to make the crease a lot better. This is going to increase the dust resistant and actually give the Z Fold series a dust resistant rating of IP68, which of course 8 being the IP rating for water, resistance, and then of course the dust resistant rating being a 6, which is not a great rating, but it definitely gives it some level of dust resistance. And this is what we're going to see most likely from the Z Fold 5 is the image that you see on your screen right here, where there's almost little to no gap at all. I mean, yes, there is a tad bit of a gap, but it's pretty much two screens plastered literally together and not much gap at all. So if you do have dust in your pocket or any rocks or whatever, it's not going to get in the actual phone. And honestly, the same concept applies to the Z Flip series. As you see right here, there isn't much gaps at all. And if this does, again, like I said before, improves the display and the crease on the display, this is going to be a game changer. This is something we saw with the Oppo series that worked out so well. And if this does work out as well on the Z Flip and Fold series, this could put Samsung 10, ironically enough, 10 folds above everybody else. So I do truly hope this works out the way it should possibly work out, and hopefully it does, and everything ends up, panning out correctly. But I'll be honest with you, that looks beautiful to me. And I think they could definitely change up the market for the foreseeable future for every foldable phone that does come out to kind of follow the idea of, you know what, you don't need a hinge on these phones. You need as little of a hinge as possible on these phones if you want to become successful. But my overall idea / concept is, I think that the outside display obviously is going to be the biggest change with these phones. Is going to be the outside display of the Z Flip series. I don't think it's going to be as crazy as this image right here would suggest. And again, keep in mind, take all this with a grain of salt because these are all alleged images. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. No matter how much I would love to see this. Because again, you look at the Pixel, not the Pixel, I keep saying Pixel. Think of the Motorola Razr, right? That outside display is absolutely gorgeous. And a lot of that reason why that's gorgeous is because it actually has a huge outside display that gives you so much real estate, right? While the Flip series, I mean, God, that 1:1 ratio outside display, you can't do anything on. I mean, you can do a little bit, but not really outside of just, your basic functions of checking the weather, checking text messages, and that's pretty much that. But guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one.